Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I went ahead and filmed this Mandarin orange and chocolate makeup tutorial for you all. It is a voiceover. I was going to do a talk through, so you will see me talking through the video. But if you want to see how I got this look, stay tuned. Of course, I'm starting out with face primer and then going into eyebrows. I'm going to be using e.l.f.'s eyeshadow primer to prep my eyebrows. I use this as a base to ensure the wear of whatever product I choose to put in my eyebrows, just in case I sweat or get oily. Now taking a MAC 263 brush and my NYX Eyebrow Gel in the shade Espresso and filling in my natural brow. I'm going to be filming one eyebrow on film and the other one off camera so I can speed up this video for you all. As you can see, I'm just filling in my natural brow a little bit more to my desired preference. It's not that difficult of an application. Now taking my MAC concealer in the shade NW45 and I'm cleaning up the top of my eyebrow. And taking a Real Technique brush and blending out that concealer, making sure it's all blended into my skin. And now taking the shade NC50 and cleaning up underneath my eyebrows. Going back in with that same Real Technique brush, I am making sure everything is blended and seamless. Now taking my orange LA Girl Pro Concealer in the orange color correcting shade and color correcting all of the areas in my face that need it. My skin is oily and breakout prone. I do not pop or do anything to my breakouts. They still scar regardless. If any of you have any suggestions on some hyperpigmentation products, please recommend away. Now taking my Bare Minerals liquid concealer. This is in the shade Dark to Deep. I'm using this as a natural highlight, and I'm starting with concealer instead of foundation because I'm going to be doing a powder foundation today instead of a liquid. Now going in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. I'm highlighting under my eye, the bridge of my nose and forehead, and letting that sit so that it can stay put a little longer and easier to blend out. I've applied LA Girl's Pro Concealer in the shade Warm Honey, I believe this is, all over my lid as my eyeshadow base and eyeshadow primer for this look today. Using a different Real Technique brush to blend this out and smoothen it out all over my eyelid. Now blending in that LA Girl concealer. Making sure it's smoothly blended out into my skin. And I'm taking my Black Opal translucent setting powder and I'm setting my under eye area as well as the lids of my eyes so that I can have no creasing and no movement when I go to apply my eye makeup or face powder. Now taking my Sascha Buttercup powder and I'm baking my under eye area before I start my eyeshadow. Actually, before I start my foundation. So I'm going in with my powder foundation and I'm just stippling this all over my skin, being that I have color corrected to an extent. I'm not going for a heavy coverage. This powder foundation is a full coverage, but I'm just looking to even out my complexion. Again, my skin is on the oily side, so I don't need or want something that feels or looks too heavy or cakey. So this is how I like to apply my powder foundation, and the powder foundation I'm using is from Bare Minerals. It's their Bare Pro powder in the shade Chai 26. And excuse me blowing this little pink fuzzy out my brush. It came from my headband. Moving on to contour, this is the Black Radiance Contour Powder Palette. It is in the shade Medium to Dark. Now taking that same powder along the sides of my nose just to add a little bit more definition. And I'm going in with the excess powder on my powder brush to blend that into the rest of my foundation. Going back over my lid to ensure no creasing. Taking a blending brush and my Morphe Brushes 35O palette. I'm using a orange shade, a really bright orange shade, and blending that into my crease. The focus is on orange today, so I'm going to be building this into my crease. Using windshield wiping motions as well as small circular motions, I'm blending this orange shade into my crease until it is to my desired preference. Again, just going in and warming up that crease and building that orange. Now taking a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm going to basically carve out my eyelid, not doing a cut crease exactly, but carving out my lid with this gold champagne-like eyeshadow, also from the 35O Morphe Brushes eyeshadow palette. As you can see, I'm carving out my lid a little bit more. Now taking a different blending brush, and I'm taking this warm brick reddish brown color into my crease a little bit more, just blending right where those other two colors have met. And going back in with the first shade that I started with and blending brush I started with, just to bring that orange shade back. Taking the same orange shade that I have in my crease, I'm sweeping that along my lash line. This look and focus is all about orange on chocolate skin. Of course, anyone can wear this look, but I do want my brown skin girls to feel comfortable and confident in wearing brighter colors. Going in with that same brick color that I swept in the crease to blend the other two colors along my lash line as well, just to add a little bit more depth and oomph to the orange. And now taking a MAC pencil brush, I'm using a gold shadow from the same palette in my inner tear duct to add a highlighting accent. Now taking the Inglot Gel Liner number 77 and just lining my lash line to prep for my false lashes that I'm about to apply. And the brush I'm using is a MAC 208 brush, I believe, or 268. I'm pressing and sweeping away this baking powder a little bit with my setting brush that I used earlier. Now a little highlight. Excuse my reaction, I was falling in love with the new Milani highlighter. I'm popping on one false lash on camera. I did the other one off camera. Basically, you start in the middle and pop the other two corners down. Tweezers are your best friend. Easiest way to apply them. I also apply my lashes before I do mascara just because it works best for myself. I do my false lashes and then my mascara to help blend my natural lashes into my false lashes. Excuse my ashy hands, y'all. Again, I wash my hands before I do my makeup, so yeah. And I'm using my mascara. This mascara, by the way, is the Bare Minerals Lash Domination Mascara. It's pretty much my go-to. I'm using it now to define my bottom lashes. You can, of course, do whatever you want with this look. If you don't want to wear false lashes, by all means, wear your natural lashes. If you want to add eyeliner to your waterline, if you want to add a wing liner, girl, slay away, okay? I'm just popping on some bronzer from Milani, and now I'm lining my lips with NYX Suede Lip Liner. This is in the shade Downtown Beauty. When wearing bright lip colors for my brown skin women, I do recommend using a brown lip liner just to make the color look a lot more complementing to our skin tones. I'm taking the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Agogo and popping that on my lip. You have to be very careful with these liquid lipsticks, ladies. They can get really cakey and gunky and sticky quickly. So lots of lip blending and taking your time to build your color preference. And this is the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.